The Indonesian Democratic Party of Struggle, or PDI Perjuangan, was born from the people's struggles against the power of the New Order regime, which harmed the people and tried to defend its power. In 1999 was a milestone in the history of the party as the winner of the election and ended the New Order regime, which has been in power for 32 years. This surprising victory has initiated a long and hard-working effort to consolidate the party's organization from the nation to sub-branch level. PDI Perjuangan is an ideological party based on Pancasila, 1 June 1945, an ideology excavated from the ancestral cultural values and philosophy of Nusantara, which has been the nation's way of life for a long time. Pancasila reflects the foundation of the nation's life with the principles Indonesian nationality, internationalism or humanitarianism, consensus or democracy, social welfare, and divinity. In the area of international relations, PDI Perjuangan developed a free active range policy. Free means does not bound to any power bloc, free to determine attitudes and policies on international issues. And active means taking part in creating a better, just, and peaceful world by respecting each other's sovereignty and values shared by other parties. Our founding father, Mr. Insinyur Soekarno once said, Indonesian nationalism is nationalism that grows in the garden of internationalism. It is impossible to separate nationalism and internationalism. Both need each other. Therefore, PDI Perjuangan really understands the importance of international relations. We will always develop and strengthen the cooperation between nations to respect each other and contribute to the country. As one of the political forces that firmly maintain the ideology of Pancasila, PDI Perjuangan every time faces challenge as a unifying force for the nation. PDI Perjuangan has always been at the forefront party in supporting social diversity, democracy, and human rights in Indonesia. We believe that equality between citizens is the basic foundation for Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, or unity in diversity. In Indonesia's current democratic environments, the PDI Perjuangan carries out its function to fulfill the people's mandate and state sovereignty by fighting for Indonesia and being sovereign in politics. Strengthen democratic political institutions, mechanisms, and practices, independent economically and personality in cultures, bring the prosperity and social welfare to the people and the nation. As a nationalist party, PDI Perjuangan maintains a political attitude that upholds humanity, diversity, democracy, and social welfare. PDI Perjuangan won the election again in 2014 after a long journey for 10 years of consistent and hard work as an opposition party. This victory at the same time returned the PDI Perjuangan as a government party and succeeded in placing the best cadre, Joko Widodo, as the President of Indonesia. In the 2019 election, PDI Perjuangan managed to win the election again. It is making PDI Perjuangan become the only party who win the election and the presidential election twice in a row since the reform.
The youth are the spearhead of a change. Interestingly, the survey result in Indonesia, the growth of the young generation reached 64.69%, which it also greatly influences the list of prospective young voters to determine the fate of the nation in the future and has become a trend in Indonesia. The young voters become the spearhead of the presidential candidate election. We can see from the election of President Jokowi in 2014-2019, where the young generation really determines the victory itself. And entering the political in next 2024, the young generation also has a very big role in support the PDI Perjuangan presidential candidate Ganjar Pranowo. In every political activity, he always loved by the young generation. PDI Perjuangan has a wing organization party that focus on young people. One of them named Taruna Merah Putih with the tagline Pioneer Youth, Not Reporters.